I met Claire when my life was finally falling into place. I'd just been promoted, moved into a great new apartment, and was even starting to save up for my first car. For the first time in a long time, I was genuinely proud of myself. I felt like I was ready for anything, especially love. She came into my life like a gentle breeze on a warm day. We met at a local cafe. I saw her sitting by the window, completely absorbed in a book, one of my all-time favorites. I couldn't resist walking over. We started talking, and the conversation just flowed. It was so easy, so natural. She was beautiful, with a soft voice and a quiet confidence that was incredibly attractive. She had this way of looking at you that made you feel like you were the only person in the room. We exchanged numbers, and from that day on, we texted constantly. She was curious about everything: my goals, my dreams, my childhood stories. She told me she admired ambition, that it was one of the most attractive qualities in a person. It wasn't long before she said she loved me. Looking back, it all happened so fast. Just a weeks after we met, we made it official. She started coming over to my apartment all the time. She'd cook for me, leaving the kitchen smelling like home. Sometimes, I'd find little handwritten notes on my fridge in the morning. Simple things like "have a great day," or "thinking of you." I felt like the luckiest guy in the world. I thought I had found my person. About 3 months into our relationship, she brought up moving in. Her lease was about to end, and she said she felt safer and more at home with me than anywhere else. I didn't even hesitate. The thought of waking up next to her every day was a dream come true. Of course, I said yes. I wanted her there, with me, always. At first, living together was everything I had imagined and more. It was domestic bliss. We'd laugh until our sides hurt, dance around the kitchen while making dinner, and spend late nights on the couch planning all these amazing trips we wanted to take. We talked about seeing the world together. The future felt so bright and full of promise. But then, slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things started to change. The dynamic shifted. It began with small requests. She'd mentioned needing a new phone because hers was getting old. Then it was a little money to help her get a new business idea off the ground. Then she'd find a great deal for a weekend getaway, somewhere exotic like Zanzibar, and ask if we could go. I never thought twice about it. In my mind, this was what you did when you loved someone. You supported their dreams. You helped them build a better life. You gave what you could to make them happy. Love is about partnership. Right. I was all in. I wanted to be the man who could give her everything she wanted. So, I paid for it all. The rent, the groceries, her hair appointments, the clothes she said she needed for networking events. She always promised she'd pay me back as soon as her business took off, and I believed her, every single time. I saw it as an investment in our future together, an investment in her, but she never paid me back. Not a single cent. The business never seemed to materialize, but the spending didn't stop. One afternoon, I came home from work earlier than usual and found her on the couch, scrolling through her laptop. I glanced over her shoulder and saw what she was looking at. Designer bags, expensive shoes, items that cost hundreds, even thousands of dollars, things I had never seen her wear. I tried to keep my voice calm. "Hey, is all this for your business?" I asked, trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. She just smiled, that same beautiful smile that once made my heart skip a beat, and said, "It's all part of the image, babe. You have to look successful to be successful." It didn't make sense to me. The logic felt hollow, but I didn't want to argue. I loved her, and I didn't want to rock the boat, so I let it go. And then, my world came crashing down. I lost my job. It was completely out of the blue. The company was downsizing, and my department was hit hard. I was one of the many who were let go. I drove home that day in a daze, my stomach in knots. The feeling of failure was overwhelming. I walked in the door. My face must have said it all. I sat her down and told her everything. That I'd been laid off. That the steady income was gone. I expected a hug. I expected her to say, "Don't worry, we'll get through this together." I expected some sign of support, of solidarity. But she gave me none of that. She just stared at me, her expression unreadable, and after a long, cold silence, she just said, "So, what now?" Her tone was flat, devoid of any warmth or concern. I tried to sound more confident than I felt. "I'll figure it out," I told her. "I've got some savings, enough to keep us going for a while. I'll start looking for a new job tomorrow. I'll bounce back from this." I needed her to believe in me. More than that, I needed to believe it myself. She nodded slowly, but her eyes, something in her eyes had changed. The warmth was gone. It was like a shutter had come down, and the person I thought I knew had vanished. That night, for the first time since she moved in, she didn't sleep in our bed. She claimed she had a bad headache and stayed on the couch. I lay there in our big, empty bed, staring at the ceiling, a cold dread washing over me. I couldn't shake the feeling that I hadn't just lost my job. I was losing her, too. And I was starting to realize the love I thought we had might have had a price tag all along. If you've ever been through something similar, or want to see what happened next, please stick around. Your support means the world. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the rest of the story. Thank you for listening.